Good. Not very often these days we have a guaranteed 3 points, is it? So, yeah, looking forward to this weekend.
It's come at the perfect time for us, if we're being honest.
I'd say so.
After 15 games without 3 points, it will feel really nice at 5 o'clock on Saturday when we do have those 3 points in the bag, which we're all looking forward to.
But a big afternoon for the Blues in the race for promotion from League One. 7 points cleared out the top of the table. They move on to 73 points from their 35. Blackpool 4, Bolton 1, Barnsley 2, Derby 1. I know they haven't got the 3 points, but what an afternoon for Pompey.
11 games to go, 6 at home, 5 away. And I think, gentlemen, we're probably 6 wins from the Championship. That's quite scary, but I think it's probably the case.
It was a great night for the Blues on Tuesday without even kicking a ball. Derby County, who sit in second place, lost their second consecutive game, leaving them 7 points behind John Massinio's men. And Bolton Wanderers were also beaten for the second game in a row, leaving them 7 points behind also. Just one game in hand for the Trotters left now.
Tuesday. It was a dream night, and I worked my way through all 4 little bottles of Peroni that I'd got lined up in case of an emergency. I was having an absolute ball.
I do. I absolutely love Charlton. They are my... I was singing last night, I'm Charlton till 9:30. I know I am. I'm sure I am. I'm Charlton till 9:30.
And I mean, no one would have predicted that both those sides, Bolton and Derby, would go down on Tuesday night. It was stunning, really, and it was so enjoyable to. I mean, I just sat transfixed watching their scores on the BBC website, and I tried to follow a little bit of their games. I was trying to see, how many injuries they picked up and if they got any red cards and that sort of thing. Always in hope of any disaster befalling them, but I wasn't expecting that they would both go behind. It was just terrific, and the pleasure on Twitter, etc., afterwards was palpable. It was just a great night without having to go anywhere or get too excited or depressed about our own club. We could just wallow in the depression of Bolton and Derby fans. It's not all over, Dan. It isn't all over. There's a lot of games to go, and a lot of teams going to play each other as yet.
Very worried. Feels a little bit too good to be true, but enjoying it while it lasts. So long may it continue.
Yeah, well, obviously, I think we've just had our fingers burned too many times, haven't we, for anyone to get too carried away, and that's why people are a little bit coy, perhaps, still about it, and of course there are still a lot of games to go.
It is far from over, and there are still a lot of games to come. There's a lot to happen. It could be a completely changed landscape by the time we get to the end of the season.
Just please don't forget the pain.
No, I know.
I've got the scars on my heart. I think I feel as though I have anyway. The pain of falling at the last hurdles the pain, the disappointment of being confident and then it running through our fingers, and we end up in the same old league, in the same old position, you know, and it would be the 8th year if that happened, wouldn't it?
I just dream of the Championship away days. I think about the things that we might get to do next season if it all goes to plan.
I don't know how to feel about it. We're so close. It's touching distance, and it's starting to get real now. I'm imagining Marlon Pack on Southsea Common in at the start of May lifting the trophy. But it's starting to get real. It's just so good, and I can't believe I'm saying this, Tom, but I am imagining Pompey playing in the Championship next season. It will be an absolutely catastrophic blow if Pompey don't win. It'll
12, nearly 13 years of waiting for Championship football for Portsmouth Football Club. It feels long overdue, and it'd be lovely if we did it. Let's see. 11 big games to go.
Pompey break forward. Here's Kamara looking to find Lang. Lang in the area. Chance for Lang. It's into the net. Portsmouth have scored. It's gone straight through Jamie Cumming. Lang puts Pompey ahead inside 90 seconds. Another one the goalkeeper has to save. He doesn't. The Pompey fans don't care. Portsmouth 1, Oxford 0. Penalty kick, foul by Ragger. Oxford United opportunity. Brannigan will hit this right-footed and score, sending Will Norris the wrong way. And then chipping it to the far post. There's nobody there. It's going to go out of play. Nearly at the midway point of the second half. It doesn't go out of play because it hits the corner flag and Ogilvie will clear it. It is 1-1. Bishop trying to get to the ball. He goes to the ground and the referee says play on. And Sadie could break away from Brown here. And Christian Sadie's 1-on-1. And Christian Sadie scores! Portsmouth lead! Sadie's first league goal for Portsmouth. Didn't he take it well? Strength, power, good advantage by the referee. It's Portsmouth 2, Oxford 1.
I think we'll all feel this. When you bleed blue that much and the game's got such a fight, such a bite, such an energy to it, those 10 minutes at the end where all four corners of Fratton Park got this fantastic group of players over the line with pure, unadulterated Blue Army and Play Up Pompey, that will stay with me for a long, long time. Best fans in the world. That was fabulous. I absolutely loved it.
Come on. What an atmosphere it was. That last 10 minutes was unbelievable.
Yeah, it certainly was. It felt like it was a special afternoon today, Guy, didn't it? It feels like it's moving up another level.
It was absolutely fantastic. I know there's a few people saying they could barely hear myself and Guy Whittingham towards the end. Just a wonderful job from the crowd, making that really loud noise, inspiring the players. The roar at the end was fantastic, and just those chants of Blue Army.
Yeah, great to be a part of. I lost my voice completely. It was an enjoyable 10 minutes or so, and that palpable relief when the final whistle goes is it's just so special, isn't it?
How does it feel to be able to say you've got one now?
Oh, buzzing. I think I've been waiting to see that I've got one and go home to my parents and so we can talk about it and stuff, so I'm just happy it's happened now.
How did it feel to do the fist pumps at the front end to the end as well?
I knew it was coming. I was waiting for Colby to come over, but yeah, it felt really good, yeah.
And just finally, what did you make of the atmosphere today in this place, particularly towards the end of the game? Would you say they sort of got you over the line?
Yeah, 100%. I think at one point where must have been like the 90th minute, I was looking at the clock and I couldn't hear nothing but the fans. So yeah, it felt really good, like them being there all the time and stuff like that. So yeah, it's good.
You will never guess who I've just bumped into.
Hey! The sun's shining. We bring it everywhere we go.
0-0 draw away at 10-man Blackpool there. Jordan Rose sent off at the end of the first half. We mentioned it earlier, but Pompey's gap at the top of the table down to 5 points now. Derby have won this afternoon 3-0, so they're on to 72 points. Bolton have been held, they're on to 71, so their gap to Pompey is 6 now.
So that's one. Lang, you know, you hope that isn't too bad, but if that's a twisted ankle, that's 3 or 4 weeks, I would think. And then Ogilvie again, you know, twisted his knee. Sparks coming off. They certainly keep coming, don't they? It's not being made easy for him.
Point to point, I'm well happy with that. Let's go on to Peterborough.
Back it up with a win on Tuesday. It's a good point.
9 to go. Single figures now.
Single figures.
You don't want to go to Peterborough on Saturday having lost tonight. A win tonight just gives Portsmouth that added bit of confidence and be one more ticked off on the road towards promotion.
We've been saying all season, although we had a little bit of a wobble, but this feels different. It feels different. I sense there is a lot of excitement amongst Pompey fans at the moment. They're just desperate for this season to finish now.
The nerves are going to come in those final few games. You know that Pompey are still going to need at least 4, maybe 5 more wins.
Can Yengi find the net here? Moment to compose himself in front of a Milton end filled with Pompey fans. Yengi against Crocombe. Australia against New Zealand. Yengi steps forward, right-footed, and dinks it down the middle. Panenka from Yengi, cool as you like. In the high-pressure moment, he gives Portsmouth the lead on the stroke of half-time. Portsmouth 1, Burton 0. Pompey have got it through Moxon, and Kamara wants it on the overlap, and Kamara's into the penalty area. Chance for Pompey, goal for Yengi! Pompey double their lead. He couldn't miss that one. Kamara, Moxon, and a tap in for Yengi, and Pompey do have that cushion. Portsmouth 2, Burton 0.
suppose, improvement we could have made is giving them a bit of an easier night, because I'm sure everybody's nerves were a bit shredded towards the end there. So, again, a massive night for us. Really important 4 games left at home, and we know we're going to get that sort of support for every single one of those games.
And it's slightly alarming, Pompey team news, because there is no Paddy Lane in the squad and Joe Rafferty is only on the bench, and Pompey's backup fullbacks are going to have to step up against probably the strongest wing pair you will find in League One.
Good afternoon. Well, it was a good afternoon up until about 6 minutes ago when you heard that team news. I can't believe it.
Well, it still can be. I think that's the attitude John Messina will have, because that's the way he's tackled all the problems he's had over the season. Those that have come in will have to step up.
The words I never want to hear from Andy Moon when I go to him are, "It's worrying team news as far as Portsmouth are concerned."
Shaughnessy clears it away, and Pompey might be able to think counter-attack, and the ball's fired forward, and White, can he get there ahead of Knight? He can. What can White do? He needs to play a pass on the left to Yengi. He's one-on-one with the last defender. Cassini Yengi for Portsmouth. Yengi, he's done it! Cassini Yengi! What a goal! He goes round his man. Knight on the floor. He's been beaten. The Australian substitute has scored, and Portsmouth lead. Peterborough 0, Portsmouth 1.
No. No way.
I saw a tweet last night that describes it perfectly. The full-time whistle, the noise is the sound of a fan base that has suffered for 15 years and is beginning to believe that better days are ahead.
I'll just let those Pompey fans take you away for a couple of minutes. They are still in the away end here at London Road. They know the championship is even closer this afternoon. When you think about things, when you think about all the injury problems Pompey have got at the moment, you think about the 2 players missing today, we think through illness, everything they're having to deal with at the moment, to come away with the 3 points this afternoon, that is a huge result for Pompey.
In terms of, now 9 points now clear of Bolton in 3rd for automatic promotion, that's quite incredible. If you think about, a month, 6 weeks ago, Bolton would have gone 6 points clear with their games in hand. It's a 15-point swing. It's incredible.
And when plan A wasn't working, they were so adaptable in finding different ways to be effective. Portsmouth in transition are brilliant. They are absolutely phenomenal. Got to mention the injury list that Pompey currently have. 11 players out injured, a starting 11 worth of players unavailable. But they've just stepped up, and Yengi is a great example of that. Gavin White as well. I love Yengi. I love what he's about. He's a unit. He's a very quick unit, and he's got a great eye for goal as well. He is another player that, in this injury crisis, has stepped up and has delivered, along with so many, I'd say all of these Pompey players that currently are available and still ticking over some phenomenal results.
And if we don't go up as champions, I think we'd all have to agree it would feel like an anticlimax now. A lot of football still to be played, but we said, Tom, we're playing the teams around us, so it truly is in our hands. It couldn't be more in our hands. So having come this far, we've got to back ourselves. We're coming home to the championship, as I said to you yesterday, mate.
Everyone's going to have one blemish, or if not two. I still worry that there's going to be a little drop-off because we've still got some big games to play, and there were moments yesterday where Peterborough were all over us, or maybe not all over us, but certainly could have, should have scored. That one in the first half where they blast it off the bar, we're probably lucky to get away with that. If they scored, does the game change completely? You don't know. Yeah, there we go, that exact moment. I just don't do it, Pompey. Come on, just keep it together. Come on.